mid-game. But against Viper, it should be a pretty easy lone druid lane. Sure, that first blood is a little bit unfortunate, but shouldn't be seeing too much more aggression onto him in the bot lane.
Whose level 2 is going to stick out? Like, we see a lot of teams get aggressive level 2 the second it hits. Obviously, Marcy's one of those characters that once you've got the rebound and the dispose, you're going to make that jump and play aggressive. Is there someone else around the map that's going to be as aggressive as we see Marcy's be with that level 2?
I mean, Skyruff is also an insane hero at level 2.
Right.
And obviously, we have the Skyruff Luna lane. It's a lot of burst damage coming out in the top lane. If Xingqiu and Faith Beyond are not too careful, they can definitely get easily overwhelmed by that. Looking at their region real quick, they did bring a fair amount of tangos into the lane and probably some healing self later on as well. Ame is dead again.
Yeah, Ame in trouble and gone.
No bear.
Another kill, and he's going to be without the bear for 75 seconds in this lane. 2 deaths before the 2-minute mark. Spirit, it's like they never left Romania.
Yeah, that is not supposed to happen on a lone druid. It's basically the worst case scenario. You die first blood, you resummon your bear, you die again, your laning phase is pretty much done already. So we'll have to see how you can recover into this lane, but Marcy Viper is an incredibly aggressive lane where if you're not careful, it will snowball into you. Faith Beyond.
Beyond, he is also in a lot of trouble.
Yes,
They've got the Arcane Bolt again if need be. Sitting here at 130 health. Xingqiu still just level 1 and now finally hits that level 2. This mid lane is something we haven't talked about just yet. It's nothing to say on the Pangolier. Certainly a hero that he has shown prowess on. He loves going around with the Rolling Thunder as well as the Blink Dagger. We've seen defusals on Pangolier. How is a matchup like that supposed to go between these two heroes?
I mean, Ember Spirit is supposed to be like a soft counter to Pangolier. I don't really think many heroes beat Pangolier in lane. So it should just be a 5-5 farm trade. As I say that though, he has to be careful. You don't want to give up any unnecessary kills. But yeah, like level 6 Ember, basically you can never kill him with the Rolling Thunder. The Searing Chains stop you from swashbuckling or moving with the Shield Crash, and you can't ulti either.
Right.
So Toronto Tokyo is definitely having a matchup advantage in that one. How's Ame looking? 7 CS only?
Yeah, Ame not exactly doing great. They've got the Arctic Burn onto the Skywrath Mage. Miposhka running away.
Slow.
Faith Beyond, he does have that Thunderclap available with these right clicks going in. Miposhka is low, but now the turnaround's on a Xingqiu. They've got Yatoro ready to go, but they just don't have the damage. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Mira goes down to Y. So finally on the board here for LGD, and they're still looking over at Miposhka. It's Xingqiu who gets the kill with the Splinter Blast. And across the map, they even the score. It's still a 1K lead for Team Spirit, but LGD starting to crawl back in this laning phase.
Now, it sounds like they did like a favorable trade on the bot lane, but they actually killed the bear, which obviously is worth 300 gold, a ton of experience. So even though the Marcy died, the bear is actually worth more gold.
Right.
He has to be so another like no bear for 1 minute.
It's going to be pretty interesting to see how it goes with the bear going down so frequently.
Yeah, look at the top lane. They're running out of region. The spam ability of Skyruff and Luna is just a little bit too high. And even Skyruff, like, he's not really known for his right-click damage, but level 2 Luna Blessing, he's hitting for like about 72 damage per hit. It's no joke.
Yeah, no joke right now. A lot of consumable gold being spent.
Why in trouble?
Why? Between a rock and a hard place. He's trying to get away with this Enchantress, but there's the rebound, and with that, the dunk follows up. They've got the kill on a Y. They're trying to get a kill here onto the Luna, down low with the Arctic Burn, but Xingqiu, he'll eat the Arcane Bolt and survive, now crawling from the sky. Trying to make his way out, and so is Faith Beyond. Splinter Blast again. Yatoro needs to be careful about his positioning.
Yeah, they're playing on the edge, and usually when you're playing on the edge, the long-range nukers are the ones that will come out ahead, which in this case are Team Spirit, so you have to be super, super careful.
Miposhka's ready with mangoes. He's got the mana regen. Oh, Faith Beyond!
He's dead.
Oh, dear. Miposhka's got him, and Xingqiu might just be next on the list. He's trying to get a kill here onto the Luna. The right-click damage isn't going to be enough, and it's a double kill for Miposhka, and he is just charging. So is the rest of Team Spirit. It's 5-2, and they feel pretty great right now. 2K lead. Look at this. Damage dealt for the Skywrath is quite high, and of course,
5K.
well, now he's going to be back full health, full mana once he respawns.
He dealt 1,000 damage per minute, actually. That is kind of insane, if you think about
See.
it. Toronto Tokyo no trouble.
The Cinder Brew as well as the Thunderclap. Faith Beyond able to get at least one back, and Toronto Tokyo goes down over mid. Is nothing to say is there with the help of Xingqiu to finish off this Ember. So it's a battle of back and forth so far. Well, why he's back into the grave and Collapse. He's got himself another kill. He's on a killing spree.
Let's be careful with the bear. He's going to lose the bear again.
It looks like it's just going to fall. It's slowed down enough. They've got Mira up with it. They'll dispose of the bear and its life. 300 gold going to this Marcy.
And another 1 minute without the bear. I feel like I've been saying this like every minute.
It's been 5 minutes, and it feels like 5 minutes without the bear. 600 gold has been picked up. 1 kill there for Collapse and 1 kill there for Mira. So, I mean, that's a big injection of gold early on in the game that can make this lane way easier for the side of Team Spirit.
It's very interesting to see Arma's skill, but usually we just skill one level in the Savage Roar, so you can help each other. Like the bear can help you, and you can help the bear. But chose to go for the greedy skill build, and so far it's not paying off Yatoro again.
Yeah, he'll throw out the Lucent Beam. They've got the silence from that Ancient Seal on the Skywrath Mage, but burning with the Cinder, they've got the Thunderclap, and they will take him out with the help of Nothing to Say. They can put the pressure onto the Tier 1 tower, and what they want to do is take it potentially and close down this map, especially with the fact that Ame is struggling.
There's no TP on Toronto Tokyo right now. Oh, he just takes him out solo.
Yeah.
It's a lot of burst damage, of course.
Now on the run without mana, but again, he does have the Mangoes to work with. You've got Ame, who's making a charge in mid, so he's giving up on bottom.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot he can do. I mean, he's not super far behind when you compare him to the Luna, so that's still okay.
Oh, there it is. Another kill there for LGD. They're keeping it even. They go up by 2, they give up 2. They go up by 1, they give up 1.
Yeah.
The kills are coming back and forth. And it's 14 kills in 7 minutes.
It's a lot of kills.
Something Chinese Dota only farms, but apparently both these teams, when they collide, they kill.
I also love how both of these teams evolved. Toronto Tokyo to pink top, and so is the Skywrath, but I think they're sniffing it out.
They've got
maybe not. Careful.
So they saw Nothing to Say, and then they see him, of course, come across with a swashbuckle. Toronto Tokyo hasn't shown himself. Faith Beyond does have the primal split if he wants to make a go at this. They go to the shield crash. They've got the Ancient Seal. Y in behind him, trying to help out. A Remnant away and Nothing to Say will survive, leaving them without words to fill in the gaps here for Team Spirit.
Again, he has the true form though. Yeah, there's no way you can initiate on that.
Collapse with that kill on his in-queue. Nothing to Say, getting low. Swashbuckles, Rolling Thunder. He'll try to get on him, but the slight is in. Toronto Tokyo clears out the Pangolier.
And Y is next.
Y hiding behind the trees, but that's not going to work. He's got the silence, but the seal is in, and they'll put an expiration date on the life of this Enchantress. Still, though, the rebound and speeding up Maposhka, but not speeding him up enough.
Mira might be dead too, for instance.
Can't go in and get that kill on a 1, but he's looking for a second. One shot away, double kill for Faith Beyond. They've got Yatoro nearby. He doesn't have an Eclipse, but he does have a Lucent Beam to help. Here comes the bear. Ame hitting on a Toronto Tokyo. They're going to heal the creep, so the tower will be tanked by that creep. They wanted to dive the tower, and the way they were going to do so without taking aggro was healing that creep, and, well, they don't get Toronto Tokyo, but the idea was still there, right?
Yeah, now I might have a chance to really address what I wanted to talk about before. Both of these teams at the beginning of this tournament were pretty passive, very farm-oriented. Now, both of them are super aggressive. They realized how important lanes are, and they're playing it almost perfectly.
Arctic Burn on Toronto Tokyo.
No Remnant on him.
He doesn't have a Remnant now.
Oh my God.
Disposed. Both by the Marcy and by LGD. Maposhka shows up with Collapse, but these heroes may have rotated a little bit too late.
This is 5 mid.
They've also popped the Unleash, and that's not really going to do anything for Mira.
Yeah, for the basic dispel, of course, to get rid of the slows of himself. But yeah, the game is starting to sort of crumble for Spirit. They took a 3K lead, now back to 1K.
Thinking about Rolling Thunder. Mira hit up into the air. This should be an easy kill for the bear. Ame's got 1, but Maposhka's next on the list, and they're checking it twice. Nothing to Say. He'll clean up the second, and it's 12-10 now in the favor of LGD, and they've got themselves a little bit of a net worth lead.
For the first time in this game as well. From beginning to now, they were behind. But yeah, they also have the advantage of having 2 towers destroyed already, so their map is a lot more accessible. Which is sort of what we spoke about as well, right? Like if Viper can't snowball, like, what is he really going to do in the mid-game? They have to keep this up. He's 4-0 right now, which is nice, but he will have to start making more space for the Luna because he's really far behind on the Luna.
Right, and it looked like Collapse was going to accomplish that, right? 2 kills on the Bear. He got 1 of them. They got a couple of kills over bottom. They killed Ame a couple times. Like, Collapse certainly felt like he was going to have this snowball game. Now, not to say he's not having a good game, because he's obviously at the top of the net worth.
Yeah.
But does he have to do more, or is it just the rest of the team that, as you can tell by the net worth chart, is maybe failing him a little bit?
The problem is with Viper, you can't really take the dangerous lanes at all. Oh my god, they're finding Yatoro again.
If they get this kill into the Luna, it's going to feel drastic. They'll go in, the Ancients trying to steal it, but, well, they can't do so. They've got Faith Beyond going in for more and dominating for this Brewmaster. Top lane, they have the ult coming in from Maposhka with the Searing Chains of Toronto Tokyo. They'll take out Ame, so the carries get traded.
This game is really funny in terms of whenever somebody dies with that ult, the other dies too.
He's trying to roll, but there's the disposal with Unleashed. They've got the ulti coming out from Collapse. Nothing to say, needs to be careful as a Toronto Tokyo Ember's coming in. Collapse getting low. Does he have the help from Toronto Tokyo? No, he's focusing his attention on the Zinkyu at the moment. And now Collapse trying to walk away, but they've got the damage coming out from this Swashbuckle. They've got themselves 1. They've got themselves 2. Toronto Tokyo doesn't have the damage to get this Winter Wyvern just yet. He'll slight once again, but it's still not it.
Yep, and Shield keeping him alive as well.
He wants it. He wants to go for somebody. He's staying close. Toronto Tokyo, how long are you willing to stay?
He has a safety remnant out, so he should be fine at a moment's notice. He's taking a lot of damage. They're going to be a bit careful.
There, he uses it.
There's also a funny thing. He didn't skill Impetus, but if he had and he throws it before he activates Remnant, it's like 400 pure damage in his face. It's pretty ridiculous.
Do you think he was going to go level in Impetus early, or are you okay with the 0-3-3-1?
I think this is a lot better considering the laning phase went very poorly for Ame. So this is like a better adjustment. Okay. Right, just to put on the pressure on the map and be able to help your teammates.
Do you think the initial idea was to go to Impetus?
Probably. You wanted to win a lane for sure, yeah.
There's that Diffusal Blade we talked about for Pangolier. He's going into the Yule Scepter next. And yeah, that is a very quick Diffusal Blade coming out. In 205 matches, that is way faster than the average.
Yeah. And he's going for the Yule Scepter next because he's building onto an Orchid on the Viper. It also helps against Skyruff, and Ember Spirit, of course, is a perfect Yule's game. How about Faith Beyond? Needs about 2 more components for his Axe. So it's going to be pretty fast as well. And Ame is suddenly not so underfarmed anymore, but Yatoro really is.
Yeah, he is fallen quite behind. He's behind Faith Beyond, and actually, the one catching him at the moment is Y. 1,500 gold for a support is a lot, but when you're a carry, it still feels like that difference is pretty close.
Yeah, for sure. He has to be very careful. And again, they don't have the best space-making heroes. Ember, yes, but Viper is kind of a space taker himself. So they'll have to find a good way to like split that farm. Otherwise, Viper might become useless. But if he takes too much farm, then Luna's going to become useless. So it's a hard balancing game.
Speaking of farm, Yatoro, he's taking the stacks in the triangle. They'll go for the Rolling Thunder, and nothing to say coming over. Collapse, he's on the run. He's got some help from Maposhka. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but they also have 2 other heroes here to try and help him out. They'll look over at this Viper who will throw out the ult, but they've got so much damage to get the kill on the Collapse. They've got a mega kill streak here for Faith Beyond. Yatoro and Mira, they think maybe we can't help out this Viper, and it's time to run. They'll go towards the Tier 1 tower, and with Rolling Thunder, obviously, now no longer there, as well as the Primal Split, LGD aren't going to give chase.
Yeah. Also spinning up the Ancient Creep for good measure. Always a fun time to spin for like half a minute.
That looks fun.
It would actually be really annoying though. If Luna was trying to farm the camp right now, you wouldn't be able to access it, of course. So, getting a little efficiency plays in. There is a safety remnant out if it gets cursed though. Okay, nice.
I was wondering if they were camping the remnant, but it was by the Tier 2 tower.
Yeah.
We've seen that in the past. Ghost was a victim of that.
He actually went back for Midas on the Laundry, I just noticed. Very uncommon item on him nowadays, but if you're behind this far, makes perfect sense. Now he's top of the net worth.
Yeah, he picked it up first, and it was kind of not like the best timing, but it wasn't that bad overall.
Yeah.
And it's helped him come back. He's going for the Desolator. I mean, when we were talking about our game plan for the show match, you were saying, I'm just going to go 100 and end the game in 19 minutes. So, you know, it's 15 minutes now, but do you think in the next 4 minutes, Deso, he can run it down?
Nah, it's not that easy, of course, in an actual game, you know.
Zinkyu.
Nice curse, though.
It's on the
If he gets rooted, he's in
Toronto
trouble.
Tokyo, he's got to be careful.
Where's
He's
the roots?
feared, and now they're looking for the root, but they're never going to get it. They've got the break on Apochka thanks to the neutral creeps, but they aren't going to chase for anything more. It was just Ame and Zinq for the moment. Nothing to say has shown up, and maybe if they go further in the lane, he'll go, but they do have a nice obs that should keep him safe.
No curse to set up this time, though. I can't believe there wasn't a root. Hit him like 10 times. Stupid RNG. Zinq, fly away, my friend.
Rolling Thunder, they don't have a blink.
They
do have the defusal. If they want to use it to slow him down, that's going to be used on Apochka. Trying to get the kill onto the Skywrath Mage, and it's a great sidestep. Toronto Tokyo focusing his attention on Zinq to try and get a kill onto the Winter Wyvern, but there's the disarm, Searing Chains, Shield Crash. Toronto Tokyo, Sleight of Fist once again. He'll remedy away, and with 17 health, they'll survive on the bottom lane. They're going to go for the Brewmaster. They've got the silence, but they don't have the damage. Oh, again, Mystic Flare, but nothing to say gets the kill on Apochka. He's on a killing spree. It's fights across the map that only end up in one kill.
They're looking for Fabian again, too. They have the Orchid.
Jump on him.
Nice.
Primal split. Mira is in trouble onto the tier 2 tower. Collapse. He's just going to let this Marcy
rebound
for
in 5.
themselves. They've got the rebound in 5, 4, 3. I don't know if that's going to be in time. Trying to make the time, but there's the stun. There's the root. There's the kill. And it's Faith Beyond who is unstoppable.
Yeah,
and they've got the
grand
Deso
final
now.
worthy performance there from him.
Yeah.
Like, he knew exactly they were trying to kill him again. As soon as he sees the rebound initiation, bam. Casted ult before the dispose could ever come off. And they're just outplaying them right now around the map. You know, early game was very Spirit favored, but LGD really turned it around.
So you can take a look at the heat map here. More towards top, from mid to top. He's really not shown up bottom since he's left.
Yeah, that's the same for Yatoro, right?
Well, it was more lit up across, but
yeah, more lit up across, but now it's just occupying the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is what you always want to do as a carry eventually. Which is kind of weird because Viper is also there. That's kind of what I spoke about, the overlapping. Because Viper is not a hero that can take the dangerous lanes. He will just die. It's like a fake offlaner in that sense.
3 heroes moving up. Why the leader?
Oh, I mean, Poshka, he might just die again.
Heal, so he should be fine even if he were to get caught. But Poshka, though, he's not going to be. And Zinq will have credit for another.
Roshan as lone root is super easy. You just tank with the main hero, the bear heals you up permanently.
Placed a good ward right before he died.
He did. He's up in 20, they might be looking for a fight, but Luna is so weak. Like, Luna cannot fight right now. There's no chance. There's a DDO as well, of course, as it is tradition.
Praise Gaven.
You do Roshan, you get DD. Everybody knows it. Hands up, praise the Lord.
Why in a good spot to break smoke if it were to go that way? But with this ward and they see him, they know like they just don't have a chance to get into the pit.
Yeah.
And then they knew that vision was there and they cleared it up.
There's so many items coming out. We have the dual scepter done on Pango, the axe on Brewmaster completed, Desolator on the Lone Druid. Like, they are just starting to snowball really hard. And that's what we spoke about. If they're not ready to defend this soon, they'll just get overrun. One good teamfight is all it takes with a Lone Druid and you lose your base.
Bear's also got Brigand's Blade.
Yeah, his damage output is ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Its damage output is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I guess
Setsu's.
he is Setsu. Yeah. It is Setsu. Now he should be going into the shard. Oh, he already has the shard on the Lone Druid.
Oh,
completely busted, by the way.
Yeah.
Entire team with 20% movement speed.
Bonus attack.
50 attack
60.
speed.
Jeez.
Yeah. See little net worth as well. It's all the way up until minute 10. Spirit was leading. Now it's all LGD ever since then. So look at the tower damage with the Desolator. 120 per hit.
He got one shot in and then the glyph.
Demolish is a great ability.
Can they really even rotate for this? Okay.
They can.
The tower, yeah, it's gone. It's already gone.
That's a Lone Druid special. Like, if you leave a building undefended, it's just gone. And that's what I mean. Now Glyph is on cooldown, you lose one teamfight, your Rex is gone.
Yeah. You know, we say heroes are dead on their screen already. That tower was crumbled the second it got touched.
It was.
Demolished so fast.
They have double Brew Split as well, don't forget that. Like, the teamfight presence right now is massive. They're finding Miposhka here again.
And with an Aegis in their hands, they really should feel like it's their timing, right? But what do Spirit do? We've been focusing a lot on what LGD's been doing right, what they've been doing now as they chase Miposhka, but they won't find him. But if you're Spirit, you've got Yatoro in a spot where he is close to top of the net worth. He's recovered well. Actually, the whole team, considering where they were in terms of Faith Beyond, they've all recovered well.
Yeah.
but can they defend against this?
That is the big question. If they can defend like 2 or 3 times, Lone Druid eventually will run out of steam, and Luna will like be taking over the strongest on the map position. But that's going to be quite a while, because Lone Druid is going to get into his Basher eventually. Then his damage output against even BKB targets is going to be insane. And it's not like the old Lone Druid, right? Now you scale with levels, like your damage and health scales with levels. So you do scale much better into the late game.
So, 4-man smoke with Yatoro showing himself over mid. He's clearing up the creep wave. The rest of the team behind him ready to go. We'll see if they can find anything at the moment.
Mind you, there's no bear right now, but it's
gonna be tough because Nothing to Say's over to the side, but they've got themselves at the disposal as well as the Mystic Flare. They go into the Winter's Curse, but it's not enough to save Nothing to Say. As this Enchantress is trying to run with the pig pole, but Y goes down. Mira, he did his job. He got the kill. They've got the Searing Chains. It's out onto the bear, which is going to fall. So there's gold there for Yatoro and a good victory for Spirit that keeps this game close, and it allows them to kind of get a breath of fresh air where they're not in trouble of getting pushed down by this Lone Druid for a little bit.
So it was just the Dispose duration that killed him, right? Because they don't really have any other great stun.
Yeah, so he had that, and the Mystic Flare was dropped.
Yeah.
And they got the kill, and Nothing to Say, who's trying to hide in the trees and find his opening. He's gone Yules, he's going Blink next. Do you like that? Like Yules first, not Blink? Because Blink, obviously, it gives you a little bit better initiation. You can Rolling Thunder from further away.
Yeah.
A situation like that, maybe he gets away with if Y's frontlining, Rolling Thunder, Blink in.
Yeah, no, I like it just because Yules is so valued in this game. There's so many things to dispel. There's no sense. But you have to be very careful, obviously, when you run into high ground. You probably don't want your Pango to go first.
Faith Beyond spots Mira, but Mira's got a Blink.
Ooh, there's also a gem on the Skyriff already, so they just want to retake their control of their side of the map.
Yeah, they took
farm
it
up.
from Y.
As we spoke about, Luna will become the strongest hero on the map eventually.
Yeah.
If they can hold on.
Has that BKB, has Mask of Madness.
Going into the
BKB
shard
was
build next.
not used, so still 9 seconds, and going into the Chrysalis, then the shard.
Yeah. That's really the new evolved playstyle of Luna, right? You build all these items just to make your shard Lucent Beam stronger. Get into the crit, get into the Skadi. And just keep spamming beam on a super low cooldown. 3 seconds cooldown, in fact.
The Skywrath picking up that Aether Lens, so he's going to be able to do more from afar.
Yeah. We have yet to really see the Lone Druid participate in any fight. Like, we haven't seen the bear get on top of a hero yet and start shredding them.
Yeah, it just died in the last fight.
They've done a very good job on Team Spirit to really sort of not allow them for that to happen.
Looks like this Aegis is turning into a farming Aegis. It's going to expire in 4 seconds anyway.
Sinq's looking to get a good curse on potentially.
Potentially has that opportunity. The Rolling Thunder coming in, and they're going to rebound, try and jump, try and find an escape.
The two supports are in trouble.
Arctic Burn and Toronto Tokyo, he's staying. Mira's here too. Searing Chains onto the bear. They'll look over Mira. Ooh, Nothing to Say. He's the one who's in trouble, taking a lot of damage. The Lucent Beam, there's the kill. And they're going to go in for more. They've got the BKB pop by Toronto Tokyo. They'll jump away with Mira. Up into the air, Cyclone to Yatoro. The bear hitting away, but he's got the remnants to try and leave.
Oh, nice curse.
Curse is in onto the Viper. It's locked down. 3 of these heroes, Toronto Tokyo as well as Mira, trying to run. They've got themselves to dispose onto the bear as well as the Mystic Flare. It's out on Ame. They get the Kona Collapse. The Eclipse is dropped down, but the Storms aren't hurting enough. They've got the kill onto Yatoro. Faith Beyond with a double kill, and now they look over Toronto Tokyo. He's slowed up, stunned